everyone, so I'm Brian, your former social media ambassador in Algonquin College, and I'm with Kayla, the former social media ambassador from Philippines. So, can you give us a short introduction of yourself?
Hi again, I'm Kayla. So I moved to Canada like in 2021, like after the borders opened. So currently I'm in a level 2 of my program in bookkeeping and accounting.
So I'm with Kayla today to discuss to you more about 1+1 program since I saw some of the questions from our Filipino group. So I brought this up to you guys. This is our first podcast regarding 1+1 program. So what are the general steps for 1+1 program?
So it's kind of similar than when you're applying for a new program for the first time. So you need to log into your AC hub, my AC portal, and then you select start new application and just go through the questions, fill in, upload the documents, and then after that one, since it's going to be your second program, you're will waive yung
Yung application fee.
Yung application fee, yeah.
Since
so,
$95 yun, di ba?
Yeah, so it's already your second program. So parang diretso na siya. And then parang they already have a record of you. So hindi mo na kailangan magbayad ng double. It's already essentially like a student. Parang repeat student ka na.
Okay, so take note. So if you are planning to have this second program or to take another program, so it's waived po yung application fee ni Algonquin College, which is $95. Yeah, so after that,
you
will receive a LOA.
Yeah, so actually before that one, they're gonna ask for a photo or like a copy of your student permit just to verify its validity if abot ka pa ba dun sa until end ng new program na ina-applyan mo. So make sure to always take note of when your student permit is expiring. Kasi if it's gonna expire before the end of your second program, you need to apply for an extension then, which is like a different process and another set of fees for that set for the new student permit.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that's the time that they're gonna send you your LOA, and it's gonna be a quicker process kasi you're already experienced.
Yeah,
so priority nila, yeah, it kind of like prioritize those kind of students kasi repeat customer kind of kumbaga.
So quick question. So did you ever like go to the registrar's office to ask for student support, like to assess you with the first program or second program?
No, I didn't go through that one. Because nung time na yon, the school is closed, so everything is online. I mean, I could have like emailed them to provide some, like to ask for those kinds of assistance. But I'm very fortunate that my parents can.
I-consider pa ba yung factor na dapat yung program mo is like business and the second program will be also in business line? Or pwedeng mag-shift ka to healthcare?
As far as I know, you can shift to a different one. Pero for easier when you're applying for, especially if you're applying for your PR na, it's gonna be easier to explain na parang, oh, I took this second program kasi it's kind of related to my first program and the career that I want to. Whereas kapag nag-shift ka to a different field, kailangan super strong nung support mo na parang bakit ka mag-shift, like anong difference, parang nandito ka na sa business and then mag-shift ka, let's say, to nursing or a different kind of field. So it's kind of hard to like tie those two together.
Siguro, for example, ano mo siya, dream na program, career. Siguro the IRCC or pwede siya may consider mo sa SOP mo.
Yeah, but if you want to play it safe, better to stick to one field and then kapag nakakuha ka na ng PR mo, then you can just retake. It's gonna be lower fees anyway.
Exactly,
after.
kapag PR ka na,
yeah.
We have this kind of opportunity sa government which is WhatsApp, di ba?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they will give you a specific amount and then it's lesser. So after that, makakuha ka ng LOA, anong sunod na process?
So you have to pay your deposit, which is 1,500.
Take note,
So you don't need to pay for your tuition fee as a whole kagad. So it's the same as when you're deferring your fees for the semester. So just pay 1,500 and then you have until 3 weeks after the start of the program to pay for the rest of the fees.
Oh, nice. And then after that,
basically that's it. You're just gonna wait for your schedule sa Access and.
So di ba mag-extend ka ng permit? You need to upload also the SOP, your LOA para ma-extend yung conditions mo dito na stay sa.
So for the extension of student permit, it's easier than applying for student permit for the first time. because yung IRCC they already have all your records. You just need to update it. So let's say your transcript. So since meron ka ng transcript from your first program, you can just include it as well. Just to further support na parang, hey, parang I finished my studies here, so it makes sense na parang I can take this new program.
Tama.
And then also para, especially if you're sticking to one DLI lang, so they can already see, kasi parang if they're gonna double check with the DLI, they can already see your record.
Yeah, but pero if ever na gusto mong mag-take sa another DLI, well, it's possible naman, di ba?
Yeah, it is possible. Pero yun nga, if you're gonna, let's say if you're extending your student permit and then you're switching to another DLI, you need to inform IRCC as well. Para yung DLI ng new school mo, yun yung nakalagay sa student permit mo.
So, question again, after mo mag-upload like LOA, transcript records, proof of graduation sa first program mo, and then they need to like upload ng proof of financial means.
Yes, you need again. Kasi yung una mong in-upload is not gonna be the most updated one. So you need to get another one that's valid. I think it's they're accepting 4 months, I believe. Before kasi 6 months.
So may may specific na amount, or you need to
basically you just need to provide proof na yung funds that you have in your account is enough to support your stay in Canada for like another year. Yeah.
Okay, so after that, pag ma-approve ka na, di ba, i-email si IRCC or send sa'yo ng white envelope for the passport stamping? Or
you don't need to do that one anymore kasi you're already inside Canada.
Oh, nice.
So, hindi na kailangan yung passport mo, you don't need to send it to them and whatnot. Just make sure yung passport mo is still valid by the time you're taking your student permit, your second program, para hindi ka magahol sa oras na parang, kasi kapag makikita na mag-expire na yung passport mo, may possibility na i-deny nila yung student permit mo because like, it doesn't make sense na bibigyan ka nila ng another 1 year student permit and then yung passport mo mag-expire within like, let's say, the next 6 months.
Okay, so about the student permit, they will send you it through your mail ba?
Through mail, yes. Pero like yung steps for, like yung next steps for the application is all online through the IRCC webpage. So you have an account there, and then dun nila makikita, and then you also receive it in your email para makita mo na may notification na parang, hey, may update, and then you just gonna log in.
Okay, so let's proceed. So why choose 1+1 program?
Okay, so initially talaga, like, nung nag-a-apply ako for going here, I didn't know na may effect pala yung number of years in terms of like when you're applying for PGWP, for PR. Wala akong idea sa process na yun. Because initially, my mom was the one who really wanted to migrate. And then like the easiest way is to go through student pathway. And mas madali for my sister and I to go through that pathway rather than my parents. Kasi hindi na, like for me and my sister, hindi na kami underage. So mahirap na kami dalhin. It's gonna be like, baka magiging separate siya. Ganun yung lalabas. So it's gonna be, so ako yung una nag-apply. Ako lang dapat pupunta. So nung naghahanap ako ng schools, I was looking for something na yung mabilisan lang. Kasi I already have my experience in the Philippines. I took a 3-4 year program already.
A bachelor?
A bachelor and undergrad program. And then I have like 3 years experience working already. So in my mindset, parang, madali na yun. I just need to add on to that one. Parang ang priority ko is makapunta dito. Not really the next steps.
Okay.
So,
hindi mo na feel yung risk, like, magtatapos na ako sa first program ko, so, kinakabahan ka ba nun? Na, I need to take another program to have this specific number of days dito sa Canada para mag-stay?
Yeah, kasi nung patapos na ako sa first program ko, like, tintinan ko na yung mga next options. So, obviously, I already started applying for jobs. And then, also, like, tintinan ko yung guidelines. Paano ko papalitan yung student permit ko? Kasi I know that student permit is only until makatapos ka, diba? So, I'm looking into changing that. And then, nung pinabasa yung guidelines na sa PGWP, I know it's gonna be changing to a PGWP, but I didn't really know about the full guidelines, na parang ano yung rules nila about it. So, when I saw that one, na parang, I have like 8 months kasi yung program ko, which could be considered as 1 year by IRCC. So, at that point, parang nakita ko, parang you can be granted, parang pinapayagan na rin, but it's not enough time really to look for a full-time job and then earn the hours that you need to qualify for PR. So, and then nagtanong-tanong ako, there's like, I forgot her name, but there's like an online influencer in Toronto. I Vancouver, yeah.
Si ano ata yun eh, si...
Live a Girl?
Oh!
Yeah. So, parang she did a one-year program lang din. So, like, I asked her parang ano yung possible options. Tapos sabi niya parang it's all about luck talaga if you're just taking a one-year program.
Yes.
Sinuwerte lang siya at that time sa job na nisponsoran siya. So, sabi ko, okay, at that point, I'm not gonna take the risk na lang. Like, because ang hirap maghanap ng full-time job agad-agad. And then they're not really considering, not all of them considers your experience in the Philippines. They're really looking for the Canadian experience. And at that time, I don't have like, not even 1 year Canadian experience pa. I'm just like working for like 4 months pa lang. So, hindi siya enough to be considered for, like, sa marketing, they consider this like a high-level position already. So, they're looking for someone with like at least 1 to 2 years experience. At the entry-level marketing pa lang yun.
Oo, tama.
Not even like the...
like the executive
yeah,
positions.
that's the entry-level marketing pa lang yun. And they're looking for already 1 to 2 years experience. So, obviously, it's not enough for me. So, I talked to my mom because my mom is the one who's funding all of our expenses here. So, very, very lucky for that one.
Pero somehow, meron akong mga nababasang vlogs or I mean, I have this kind of friends sa Alberta. So, she took a 1-year program and then after that, she applied for PGWP. And then, she was granted by 3-year postgraduate program.
I think it also depends on the
work.
province and where you're working.
So she's working like a frontline, like cashier.
Oh yeah, frontline. Very important, yeah.
So last pandemic, di ba? Nung pandemic, so yun yung work niya, and then she's lucky to have this 3-year program, and then 1 year lang din tinigil. Yes.
Yeah.
Depende siguro sa province, so don't take risks. So depende sa province, depende sa work experience mo, and depends din sa tawag dyan, sa program na tinigil mo.
Yeah, kung yung program na tinake mo, you feel mo na parang alanganin na makakuha ka agad ng full-time job. Tapos hindi siya yung parang immediate need, like whereas kapag kumuha na like PSW position or anything that's frontline, that's immediately accept nila agad din kasi they really need you. Pero yung mga tipong back-end ka, like more on support, they don't really need kasi parang other people can carry the job in the meantime. Parang ganun. So, maybe consider, especially for like parang medyo nagdadalawang isip ko pa na feel mo na parang hindi magsistay na lang ako sa part-time ko kasi I have part-time work and then parang hindi na ako mag-take ng next program ko, which is possible, pero you need to talk to your like managers, your company basically, na parang if they can provide you with some sort of sponsorship kasi or kapag hindi ka na provide ng sponsorship, then you need to look for a new job na that's gonna ensure you a sponsorship na para kahit hindi ka mag-take ng another program, you're guaranteed to stay.
Yeah, depende talaga yun sa sa luck ninyo and depende sa tao kasi yun, if you mag-take risk ka ng 1-year program pa lang and then you need to see and plan your timeline para kapag 1 year lang talaga yung budget nyo and then you have to take risk maghanap ng work like sponsor yung employer mo like that. So yun. So next, do you have any gap between your first program and first program ends and before your second program starts?
So yung first program ko it ended April, so winter term, and then yung next program ko started fall term, September. So like there's that gap. So yung before you apply for PGWP kasi like once you get your letter of completion, you have 180 days to apply your PGWP. So you need to take note of when you receive, not the day of your convocation, when you receive your letter sa Axis. It's gonna be an Axis. It's not gonna be mailed to you. It's gonna be in your Axis. So you need to check. Kapag natapos na yung semester, always check your Axis for dun sa option yung letters. And then there's a letter of completion. And then may kita mo doon. And then from yung date na nakalagay doon, that's the starting date of the 180 days. So you need to take note of that one. Kasi sobrang importante yon when you're trying to, kapag ayaw mo pa mag-apply ng PGWP, since you can only apply for it once. So, kung naghahanap ka ng full-time job before applying for PGWP, you need to take note of when nag-start yung 180 days mo and kailan mag-end. Para alam mo na parang, medyo alanganin, hindi ako aabot, wala pa akong job within this day. So, mag-apply na ako ng new job. Kasi pag nag-apply ka na ng PGWP mo, that's only once. And then pag nag-decide ka na mag-aaral after mo mag-apply, you cannot apply again.
Yes. It's almost in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Yes. So, anong ginawa mo noon sa gap na yun? So, naghanap ka ng work?
I was applying online for jobs like Indeed, LinkedIn. I spent like hours like sending in my resume. Like at that point wala akong pakialam muna like kung anong position, anong pay. Ang importante sa akin is makakuha ng job just to make sure that I have a job like pag nag-apply ako ng PGWP. Pero ang challenge kasi doon is someone who understands that you're gonna go through that process kasi not all companies want to go through that process kasi if you're already working for them and then you apply for PGWP, i-inspect din sila ng IRCC. So, and ayaw ng mga companies yun. They don't wanna be inspected. Yeah, because they feel like baka may mahanap na trouble and it's gonna be not worth it for them. So, better na yun nga, parang make sure na klaruhin mo, alam mo lahat ng mga procedures and mga deadlines mo.
So, possible talaga na automatic na clear yung undergrad sa PGWP after your 1+1 program? So,
it really depends on the length of your program. So, like I mentioned, yung first program ko, di ba, 8 months siya. So, itong second program ko is also 8 months. So, yung IRCC, they can translate it into the 16 months or they can convert it to 2 years. So, it really depends. And also, I think it depends on the urgent need for your position dun sa job, sa program na tinake mo. So, let's say now I'm taking like bookkeeping, and honestly, I'm glad that I took bookkeeping kasi when I was looking for like, ngayon palang tinitingnan ko na yan yung gano'ng kadami yung positions available. Maraming naghahanap ng bookkeeper, kahit like mga junior starting positions, ang daming naghahanap, especially now at magta-taxing season, ang daming naghahanap. So, they really need it. And lahat ng companies kailangan na lang ng bookkeeper and ng accountant. So, it's a very like in-demand job din. Pero yun nga lang, since it's in demand, marami ka rin kalaban na like let's say that because bookkeeping and accounting is sort of like different levels. Bookkeeping is more on the lower level, accounting is more on the higher level. So, yung priorities ng companies minsan is accountant versus bookkeeper. Because like, they can do so much more with accountant, and yung accountants, mas alam nila yung mga laws, yung mga guidelines that goes through every form that they submit. Whereas bookkeeper is really more like making sure that everything's balanced, like the records. Yeah, both are equally important. Pero of course, if you're a company, you put priority to accountants, diba? So yeah, so because they can also do the bookkeeping job, basically. So yeah, so you just need to take note of that one and really look for a company na suswertehin ka. It's all about luck talaga.
So, Kayla, very informative yung ating first podcast with Kayla. I'm so happy na nag-share mo yung lahat ng experiences, and especially lahat ng Filipinos na pupunta dito na nag-take lang ng 1-year program. So, at least you know guys, your next plan for taking another program or mag-stick na kayo sa isang program. So, yeah, you just need to plan, guys. So, thank you so much, Kayla, for today.
Thank you for having me too.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I'm honored to be the first guest.
Yeah. Thank you.
Missing someone with all your missing someone
So, applying for a second program once you came to Canada and completed your 1-year program, then you decided that you want to get another program. So, you need to extend your study permit to study again for the second program. But when to apply for a new program? So, applying for a new program, the earlier is better. So, why do people study the 1+1 program in Canada? Well, with the completion of 2 years of academic studies, you will be eligible for a 3-year postgraduate permit or PGWP. And this PGWP allows you to work full-time in Canada. So after gaining 12 months of work experience in Canada, you can apply for an immigration program available on IRCC website. So, can you work between 1+1 course or program in Canada? Well, yes, definitely. You can work full-time between your 1+1 program. So, it means that you between the end date of your first program and the start date of your next program. So the requirements to work full-time before the start of your program are as follows. 2. You receive a written confirmation of your program or the letter of completion. You have received a new letter of acceptance from your DLI, and the new program starts within 150 days, receiving notifications of previous program completion. Next is you submit the application for extension of your study permit or previous study permit is still valid. Next is you are a full-time student at designated learning institution and the duration of your program should be a minimum of 6 months. So you need your letter of acceptance. After paying the fee, you will wait for the letter of acceptance. So the processing time of the letter of acceptance varies from university or the college to college. Usually you will receive the official letter of acceptance from your DLI or university 1 or 2 months after applications have been closed. So apply for a study permit. Here's the complete guide to help you apply for the study permit online. So apply for a Canada study permit online. It's a step I have given you the step-by-step process, or I can give you the document required for the study permit. So first thing for the letter of acceptance. So here's the following documents needed for you to apply for a study permit here in Canada for your second program. The first one is letter of acceptance. Second is the financial support documents. Next one is passport. Next one is your letter of acceptance from the university and your digital photo. So make sure that your passport doesn't expire at the same time when you apply for your study permit. So next one, fill the IMM times 709 application form for your study permit extension. You can download the application to change conditions, extend my stay, or remain in Canada as student, or IMM 5709 from your document checklist. It is a PDF document, so you must save it to your computer for editing. As you can see, the application form should have the title Application to Change Conditions or Extend My Stay or Remain in Canada as a Student. So use the validate button. So meron siyang validate button. Anytime you want to check if you have missed any required parts, or so you missed any required parts from the validate, you can click as many times as you need. So upload your documents and pay for the fee once filling out the application form, and that's the time you would be uploading all of your documents to your CIC account. So after that, you need to pay for $150 Canadian for your study permit extension. Then the processing time of your study permit extension, the processing time of your permit extension will take like 59 days for your study permit to be approved. Yeah, so as I have mentioned, you can apply an extension of your study permit as early as possible. That's it. So thank you so much for watching my first podcast regarding 1+1 program. I hope you like it and subscribe to my channel, and see you for the next podcast.